Hi guys, it's me. So, today we're checking out something that I think a lot of you have been asking about. A projector that claims to give you that home theater vibe without the massive price tag. This is the 1080p 4K Video Smart LCD LED Home Theater Projector. Yeah, the name's a mouthful, but the real question is, does it actually deliver the kind of big screen cinematic experience you'd expect? Let's find out. First impressions. This thing actually looks pretty sleek. A lot of budget projectors kind of feel cheap right out of the box. But here, the build quality feels solid. It's not overly bulky, so you can keep it as a permanent setup in your living room, or just throw in a bag and take it to a friend's house for movie night. The design is clean, minimal, and it doesn't scream cheap gadget, which is always a good sign. Now, about the specs. This projector promises native 1080p resolution with support for 4K playback. And let me break that down. Native 1080p means it's actually producing a full HD picture, not just upscaling some lower resolution feed. But it can also accept a 4K input. So if you got a 4K device plugged in, it'll play nice and still look sharp. For a projector in this category, that's pretty impressive. The brightness level is surprisingly solid, too. One of the biggest pain points of projectors, especially affordable ones, is brightness. If it's not bright enough, you need a completely dark room to see anything. With this one, you can actually get a decent viewing experience even with some ambient light in the room. No, it's not replacing a $3,000 laser projector with 3,000 plus lumens, but for home use, movie nights, or even gaming in a dim room, it's doing more than enough. Contrast ratio is another factor worth mentioning. This one advertises a high contrast ratio, which basically means deeper blacks and brighter whites, giving you a more dynamic-looking image. Watching movies on it, I noticed the darker scenes didn't just look washed out, which is something you often see with cheaper projectors. The detail holds up pretty well, and the colors are punchy without being oversaturated. And here's the thing I really liked. It's smart. That means you don't need to plug in a bunch of external devices just to get your streaming apps working. The projector itself runs on a smart OS, so you can fire up Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, or whatever you're into straight from the built-in interface. It's a small detail that makes a huge difference, because the less extra gear you need, the easier it is to just sit back and enjoy. Connectivity-wise, it checks most of the boxes. HDMI, USB AV, and even wireless screen mirroring via AirPlay or Miracast. So whether you want to hook up a gaming console, a streaming stick, a laptop, or just mirror your phone screen, you're covered. I tested it with a PlayStation, and it handled gaming surprisingly well. Obviously, hardcore competitive gamers might still prefer a high refresh monitor, but for casual console gaming on a big screen, it's a blast. Sound quality is decent too. Built-in speakers are never going to blow you away, but they're serviceable for small rooms. If you really want that cinematic punch, though, pair it with a soundbar or Bluetooth speakers, and suddenly you've got yourself a legit mini home theater setup. One thing I did notice is fan noise. Projectors usually have to keep themselves cool, so you're going to hear some level of fan sound. On this one, it's noticeable but not distracting once you got audio playing. Definitely not a deal breaker, but worth pointing out. So, who is this projector for? If you're someone who's always wanted that big screen experience at home, without spending thousands, this feels like a sweet spot. It's easy to set up, it's got the smart features built in, it supports 4K content, and it's compact enough to use anywhere. Whether you're setting up a backyard movie night, upgrading your living room, or just need a versatile screen for movies, sports, or gaming, it gets the job done. At the end of the day, you're not comparing this to a super high-end cinema projector. You're comparing it to TVs in the same price range, or even other budget projectors. And here it really stands out. You're getting full HD quality with 4K support, solid brightness, decent speakers, and all the ports you need wrapped up in a clean design. That's a lot of value for the money. So yeah, that's the 1080p 4K Video Smart LCD LED Home Theater Projector. If you're interested in picking one up, I'll drop the link in the description so you can check out yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.